Hey guys, Dr. Noob Sauce. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing my glass hookah versus my traditional hookah, which is a Starburst hookah. Now, right off the bat, I traditionally do more smoking out of my Starburst hookah just because it's easier to maintain. I can ding it around, I can hit it against things. It's not going to be such a big deal. I don't really mess around with my glass hookah just because it's kind of more like a showpiece, something a little flashy. Like when I have an event at my house, I bust out the glass hookah because people like looking at it. Okay guys, so let's talk about the pros of the actual glass hookah. It looks better. I mean, you could say all you want about the cool little designs that traditional hookahs have, but when you pop out a glass hookah, people are going to be like, wow, that's cool. I didn't know hookahs look like that. Another plus is that you can actually add like little lights, and you can have a handheld remote that changes the colors. You can have it which color you want. You can have it multicolor. You can have it go through all the colors. You can have it strobe. You can have it single color. Do whatever you want. It's pretty cool to look at. There's a lot of different glass hookahs out there these days. There's Lavoo, Evolution, Rowie, Round Glass. Take your pick. They're all making really cool concepts. What I'm going to be smoking out of today, which I own personally, is a Zahara glass hookah. It's kind of a knockoff. It's not that fantastic, this brand itself. They actually also shipped me the wrong one the first time, so I had to actually ship it back. That's not really that awesome, that cool. It's very easy to clean the glass hookah. Just throw some soap and water, some hot water, swirl it around a couple times. There's not going to be really any issues with ghosting when it comes to the glass hose that I have here or any of the other glass pieces. Now, because there are no grommets, which is awesome, you're not going to lose a piece. You're not going to have to do some paper towel magic or worry about a ball bearing going missing. You're good. You're good to go. Everything is custom fit, fits nice together. You can't ask for something better than that. Now, I'm smoking Tangelo out of this, and I got to say, it tastes really good. It smokes good. You're going to get a good pull. It's cool to look at. Now, one of the main reasons why I don't use this thing is because it's all glass. It's very fragile. Even if you're going to clean it, you're risking of breaking it far, far more than with your traditional hookahs. Your traditional hookahs are made of real sturdy glass. Not to say that these things will break if you blow on them, but they aren't really made to get hit against anything. They're very delicate, very fragile. It's kind of the big downfall for me. Very delicate, especially on the mouthpiece, and especially where the ball bearing is. You drop this thing even from like any height at all, it's going to chip and break. Not only is it going to be dangerous when you pick it up, it's probably not going to work again. My biggest complaints with glass hookahs in general is that you have to use the hose they give you. I've seen other hookahs that you might be able to kind of jerry rig something so you can actually use your own, or if you can possibly force your hookah hose into the port, but it doesn't fit right. It's not like the glass hookah where it's just nice, easy slide in, and it's gonna not need a grommet. I would say be very careful with this because you only got one of them. Now, the price. Glass hookahs are gonna run you anywhere from about $300 to I've seen upwards to over $1,000 for a glass hookah. Now that's expensive. That's one expensive smoke session. Yeah, so don't think about repairing a glass hookah. Ain't gonna happen unless you're a master welder. So, very delicate, very expensive. Can't change out the hoses. And, oh, I almost forgot. Most heads aren't gonna work on the glass hookah. Now, when you buy your glass hookah, it's most likely to come with this glass head. Another piece, very delicate. I think hookah heads are known for being dinged up, hit around. They fall to the ground sometimes. They're sturdy. Ceramic can take the damage. Glass, not so much. Imagine opening your glass hookah for the first time and dropping one of the pieces that you need to smoke. No smoke session for you, buddy. Alright, and so basically let's get back to traditional. My traditional hookah, I'm gonna be using my Starbuzz hookah. I love this thing. It's made mechanically. Everything is perfect on it. It smokes right. It handles good. You can carry it by the stem and not worry about the stem coming away from the base. Has good seals everywhere. As far as traditional hookahs go, they're easy to set up. They're easy to use. It's pretty straightforward. You don't gotta worry about breaking everything. It's super durable. I've hit this, I've dropped this hookah a couple times, and it's still pulled like a champ. The thing I really like about the traditional style is that you can mix and match stems, different bases, whatever you want. Take out different hoses. I have about 5 or 6 different hoses easily, and I use different ones depending on what flavors I'm going to be smoking. Many different accessories you can use with traditional hookahs that you can't use with glass hookahs, such as my hookah here. It has a silicone diffuser attached to it, which you don't need to use it with the glass ones, since the glass ones usually have a built-in one. But it's nice to have the option. There are some hookahs out there that aren't mechanically made, like the Starbuzz hookah. They are made by hand, so sometimes if you're buying, that $50 hookah, don't expect the best quality. The welding parts might not be put together properly. You might have some leakage in certain areas where air escapes. Yeah, that's a problem you're going to be running on some of the lower end traditional hookahs. One of the issues, I guess, not really an issue because I'm used to it now, but cleaning the traditional style hookahs in the bowls can be an issue, especially even with the stems. You got to take the brush, you got to get down in there, you got to use a little bit of elbow grease. And then when it comes to the bowl, you got to get this big ass brush. You got to put, hot water, soap, and soap and water, or you could be putting baking soda in there and be scrubbing. And it's not something that I look forward to when I clean my hookahs. It's not fun. With the Starbuzz hookah, which I really like, this port where the air is gonna come out of, you're gonna have a ball bearing in there. You lose that ball bearing, you are fucked, my friend. Losing a ball bearing isn't an issue that you're gonna have with the glass hookah because it's basically all attached into the one piece. Having that issue could arise with the traditional hookah, but just, people can say just don't lose it. So, another note, traditional hookahs, you need grommets for everything. You need grommet for the head attached to the stem. You need another base grommet to attach the stem to the base. With the glass hookah, you don't need any of that. So, that could be another con. People put paper towels in the stem to hold the stem and the base together to create a good seal. I mean, if you're missing a piece on a traditional hookah, you're gonna find a way to smoke, believe me. Traditional or glass hookah. If you got some money, you want something fancy, go with the glass one. Especially if you're a real careful person. It's gonna be a nice smoke. If you get one of the real high-end ones, it's really nice to look at. It's a real showpiece. Now, if you're gonna go with the traditional one, you can drop a lot of money and get a high-end traditional hookah for not that expensive from what I saw. I mean, you can get a hookah in your local corner store that is the traditional style, and it could be $50. It can go as high as $800. Depends what you want. Now, me personally, I like smoking with traditional hookah. It's what I started with. It's what I'm gonna stay with. I like how it pulls. I like the design. It's easy. Not that much of a pain in the ass to clean, but compared to the glass one, I guess it's a little bit more work. I love it. I love my Starbuzz hookah. I'm going to continue to smoke out of this brand until someone else, gives me a better one.